This is a quick video just to go over the setup I have for live streaming sports. This is the setup I'll be using to live stream football or NRL, rugby league, for Bar TV. And I'll start off here with the monitor. It's a Viltrox 6-inch DC X2. You can get the X3 version, which also has the SDI in and out. This version is HDMI only. So as you can see, I've got the HDMI cable coming out of the camera and going into the monitor, and then I've got a HDMI cable coming out of the monitor, looping through and going down to the live view unit for streaming. It's a great little monitor to have and makes it a lot easier to follow the action. Moving down, we've got the camera. I'm currently using the XA20. It's a Canon XA20. And I also have a Canon XA50. It's kind of a big brother that does 4K. It's a larger, bulkier camera. Has a 1-inch sensor. But I do prefer this sometimes for live streaming because it has 20 times optical zoom, which comes in handy. The XA50 only has 15 times optical zoom. It does extend to 30 if you crop in on the sensor. There's a function where you can zoom and extend and crop into the 4K sensor if you're shooting in 1080. That works really well for outdoors and brightly lit scenarios, so that would definitely work for this, but it's also good to have the extra reach just in the optical. It usually keeps the quality better and more consistent. The other thing that I really like about the XA20 for shooting live sports and things outdoors is it has an auto ND filter, not the manual type. So you just switch that on, it takes care of it, works really well with auto iris or auto exposure. And so if it suddenly gets cloudy or shadows come over or it gets bright again, it just deals with it automatically. You don't have to manually switch ND filters. You don't get that, the mechanical wheel going in front of the sensor, so you see it spinning around as you change the ND. You don't have to worry about any of that. The other thing I do like about this over the XA50, I have to say, just while we're on the topic, is that you can run both built-in monitors at the same time. So you can run the flip-out screen there, the touch screen, and you can also pull this out, the EVF at the back of the camera, and you can quickly look at that while still having this on. The newer 4K versions don't seem to do that for some reason. I don't know why. So moving around to this side of the camera, we've got our XLR inputs on XLR1 here. I've got that coming out into, that would be the referee's microphone. I've currently just, I've got the old Saramonic system here, the UW10, just standing in for the referee's wireless microphone for this test. And then in track 2, I have going out on this orange cable here, I have that going out to a microphone on a little stand, and it's the newer NW81. I don't think you can get those anymore, but you can get unbranded versions of this. It's only about $40 to $45 on Amazon, and I also bought a little fluffy dead cat for it as well, and it's on an old cheap foam gimbal stand, so that will be there for Atmos on track 2. Coming down the camera a bit further, I have the remote controller. This is a Lank controller. It's really good to use for changing the zoom and so forth. This model is, I think, one of the newer ones. It also has controls for iris and focus and so forth, and you can actually do playback as well. But of course it has the record. You can connect it to the remote wirelessly. It's got a little dongle you stick into the camera and a battery inside. Or you can plug it in using the cable that's supplied into the remote, and you don't need the power then. There's also a slightly cheaper version of this, which is more simplified. It only has like a record button and the rocker switch for the zoom. That works perfectly fine as well. But I think it was only about 20 bucks more, so I figured I might as well just get this one. But these are really great to have. Makes life a lot easier. I should have got one a long time ago. Coming down further, obviously we've got a tripod. It's a fluid head tripod. This is a bit of a mix and match tripod I've got. I use my old, I think it's called Weifeng. It's an aluminium tripod. It's very heavy and sturdy. I like using that for outdoors because it's very solid. and it also has a spreader, a built-in spreader. So for this type of work, it's great because you can use that to keep things attached to as well. You can sort of, bolt things or gaffer tape things to it. And speaking of that, now we've got the live view. I've got it attached to the tripod leg with an old Oki strap going through the loop holders, or whatever they're called, on the back of the case for the live view. And that holds it on nice and sturdy. And it's just sitting on the bar here, as you can see. That's the spreader bar. It's a nice little metal flat spreader bar. The other good thing about that is you can, if you don't have anything to strap onto it, you can put like a bit of cardboard, gaff some cardboard on it. You've got a little table you can put drinks or whatever on. Coming around here, we've got the iPad mini. It's an old 2015 model, so it's pretty old. But I use this with Chrome to get into Bar TV scoring system. It's handy because it's just at the bottom of the tripod. I can be operating the camera and then just come down here and push the buttons and score. I've got this on a, I don't know if you can see that properly, but it's a little ball joint type arm that you clamp onto. Again, I've clamped it onto the same bar here, the spreader bar, and that just holds the iPad in place. You can also use something like this, which is a little stand that has a tablet holder, and you can also switch that out. You can switch the tablet holder out for a little phone holder as well, if you prefer to use your phone. And I think you can pick those up. I think I got this at Big W for about 20 bucks or something. But I prefer to keep everything attached to the tripod. I've got another little wireless dongle at the moment for Bar TV. Usually it's two of those little white things that sit in the live view, but they don't have a spare one, I think, so I've got that attached as well. And the last thing is, if you can see this, is I've got a power board attached to the leg of the tripod. Just taped it on there and everything's plugged into there. And the great thing about this system, having it all like this, is I've only then got one cable to take out. I could obviously tape all these bits and pieces as well, but I can pretty much remove this one cable and one XLR, and I can grab the whole thing and just move with it. If I have to suddenly move, if it starts raining or something and I'm outside, I can just quickly get the whole lot, just run into shelter, and then come back for the microphone or the cable. Anyway, that's the setup I have, and I'll see you on the next video.